What is going on, my good people, man? This is your main man, Ben, here, and we are Talk Active, practicing wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. What is going on, guys? Happy Friday. Today marks a very special day for us. But first and foremost, thank you for all the support in this channel. Truly appreciate the coffee donations. Amazing how little things push us to be better. That being said, I'd also like to thank our new subscribers in our channel. Almost 1,000 subscriber, guys. Like, just a little bit more push. I don't know why we're chasing 1,000, but we're not pushing anything. But we still appreciate our new subscribers. Now, if you missed our episode 93, check Mike on that one. Check out our talk with Marco Rivas. He's a fellow co-worker with an amazing workflow and a different approach in management, working on a top medical field system. So that being said, it's just like a lot of feedback, especially at work. That was a good gig, and shout out to Marco. Thank you for giving us that chance, brother. Now, we are in the month of September. The theme of the month is resilience in fortitude. Resiliency is the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties, while fortitude is the courage in pain or adversity. Since we practice practicality to be able to live well, we will apply the one that will work in our method. Now, episode 94, guys. We have a very special guest. She symbolizes a beacon in our house, this house. That is, she keeps my mind active and interested. To be honest with you guys, part of Talk Active is because of her encouragement, a genuine, caring individual. She is not shy at all. And most importantly, she has brought me more joy and happiness than I deserve. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Talk Active, FIVERR.
Hi, everyone.
What is going on, Mom?
Well, first of all, you deserve every love in this world, okay? And second, I am shy. I consider myself as shy.
You said you're shy.
Yes.
Well, I cannot really. This is a new setup, Mom. I mean, I'm sweating bullets right now because this is the first time that we have did an episode in a different part of the house, which is our sunroom. And, it's just a showcase of her creativity and all that stuff. But first and foremost, though, guys, I mean, Mom, how are you?
I'm great, I think.
How you feel?
Great.
Great. Okay. Can you tell our audience, what you do, your profession, your hobbies, and, tell us about a little bit about you,
Well, I'm a mom and your wife. I work as a nurse practitioner. I did a lot of my background as palliative care NP, and now I am at business health, where we take care of city employees, including police, officers, firemen, our teachers, city workers,
right,
laborers. Yep,
that's some. I heard some tough scenarios. And that being said, man, shout out to the people that takes care, especially with just a little bit of recognition for the people that takes care of our trash.
Yeah.
That takes care of the man. Just a little shout out, man. Other than that, we're going to proceed, Mom. Since it's our 15-year anniversary, so far, just to be clear, I want you to be speaking in that microphone. That way we got this crystal clear, guys, because one way or the other, we're going to be 15 years is a long journey. So far, what is the most memorable thing that you can remember that you can share to our audience? The most memorable thing of 15 years in, in union, in marriage?
There's so many things, gosh.
Just one. Just quick one
one?
that pops in your head right now in this 94 of Talk Active, just one.
Memories between you and I?
Anything in the marriage. It can be us. It can be, the trip. It can be a trip in the ER, in the hospital with, anything that like.
It's so hard. You're making me pick like everything to me is memorable. All our vacations
Just one.
are memorable.
'Cause this is on the spot. You got to pick one.
Well, I want to say that first getaway. I think it's in Boracay. Maybe 15 years ago.
15 years, yep. When Maddie ate those sand.
When Maddie was eating the sand and
Medicine.
she ran to the water like in 2 seconds of not looking. She's
gone.
Yeah.
She's gone. Now, mommy, I got some stuff here. The theme of this episode 94 is nothing to fear but fear itself. How would you define that in your own words?
Nothing to fear but fear itself. First of all, I want to say that honestly, he never mentioned any of these questions. So
No.
it's on the spot. So nothing to fear except
That's
for
what
fear
she
itself.
said.
Right?
Yeah.
Because what that meant to me, how what I understand it right now is there's really nothing to fear, as the sentence said, except that if you have fear, it stops you from doing things
Right.
and experiencing life. So that's going to be like a sad, boring life. If
Right.
you're always scared of doing something, is scared of exploring, learning something new because you just want to be safe in your little
Bubble.
bubble.
Space, yeah.
And I mean that because life passes. I mean,
quick.
as soon as we're born, we're dying.
Yeah.
So time is something that really you cannot get back or afford to lose. And you're losing that if you're not doing what you think you want to do or learn or
Right.
enjoy.
Speaking like a real palliative practitioner. Yeah, I'm just saying. So since it's our 15th year anniversary, we're going to have I would say date questions. As
Wow.
it says 15 years, this should be easy, right, guys? I mean, it's 15 years. I mean, I would like to pour in 5 hours of Talk Active with my wife, and I would, but she would probably roundhouse kick me in my forehead, but we're not going to do that. It's 15 years, so this is going to be easy for her. So I'm not trapping her in the corner, but
Yes, you are.
I am not.
We both know that he's good with dates. And
No.
here we are.
Guys, to be
Fine,
fair,
let's do it.
to be fair and honest, each of my guests in Talk Active, whenever we have an episode, I would share them the questions. But since this lady does not want to get corner, that's this is impromptu. We didn't even plan this. But I got her today, so happy 15 years anniversary, Mom. Now, first question, what's your favorite season and why?
Summer. I love going to the beach and I like swimming. I like adventuring outside. I'm just
Summer.
a
Gotcha.
sun child.
Summer it is. I would say half agree in that one for me. Summer is okay when it's just started, but when summer kicks into high gear, I don't want to go out. I mean, that's just me. But yeah, she got summer.
I know. And your two kids took after you.
Yeah.
They don't like the heat.
You know.
They always want to stay in the hotel, almost all day.
Not true. I got so much burns, guys. I mean, we got some shots in the beach and all that. So I got burns like crazy. And my sunglasses are the only white spot in my face is where my eyes are. The rest is going to be different color.
But I think that you are opening to that idea of spending time in the sun.
Look at that.
Initially, in the bulk of our marriage, I want to say 12, 13 years, they just want to stay in the hotel because they don't want to get too hot. So they want to stay, I think, from 11 till 2, and later or before that, they're fine.
You see this, guys? You see how this in marriage, especially for the newlyweds, John and Emma, observe closely. This is what you call recovery phase. Okay? she got me, and then when she gets like, okay, this is like when she got rebuttal. But you know what? It's just common. But we're proceeding to the next question. If you could be insanely talented at one thing, what would you choose? Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
Well, talent to me is like the singing, the dancing,
Right.
and things like that. The skills are like, to me, like martial arts, things like that, craft.
Well,
right?
talent. I want talent.
I want to be able to sing well.
Yeah.
No,
just one sentence or two?
I do not sing. You know that.
Can you give us like one, like,
I don't even know a line.
Something like
No.
that? No. Wow. Look at her. She's blushing. But okay. I'm not going to corner her that bad. Okay. Third question. What's the worst piece of advice anyone's ever given you?
You said worse?
Yeah. What's the worst piece of advice anyone has ever given you?
Don't worry about it.
That's a bad advice. Don't worry about it. If you're going to trade and it's going to go down, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Obviously, it's important to me. I'm worried about it. I don't worry about a lot of things, but the important things in my life, I worry. And worry is a very good thing. It's very human emotion.
Definitely. I could relate that big time, and we could all learn from that word. Don't worry about it. It's not going to happen.
But don't worry too much. Just worry just right, just enough. But don't worry too much that it will stop you or scare you to do things like the fear that we talked about.
Can you not point that finger on me? Because I feel like I'm a patient when she says this. Don't worry too much. I mean, I feel like I'm a patient. So, yeah. Okay. Question number 4. Tell me about...
How many questions?
Well, I'm going to be throwing the questions. Don't worry about it. This is my show.
Hot.
Yeah, it's getting hot. She's feeling it, guys. Now, tell me about the 3 most influential people in your life and how they impacted you. Impacted. Just 3.
I want to say you.
Ooh.
My children.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Those 2.
And I guess the third one is going to be a cumulative collection of people, which are my favorite authors. Deepak is the initial one, Eckhart.
How did that impact your life? I mean, how, in what way?
Well, you and my children.
That could be as one though, right?
No,
that's 2.
The challenge of you and the challenge of my children are 2 different challenges. And in those challenges, you grow and you learn yourself, you get pushed, your patience gets stretched so thin, and then you become better.
Wow.
And the role of the authors or the people that I read or listen to helps me realize and get to know me and how can I expand myself. Because we're limitless. I really believe that humans are limitless. We will always grow.
It's funny how you
and the
describe it.
Is you and my children.
It's really funny when she's like, when she says patience, like, okay. If you see the TikTok, guys, maybe I'll post some later. I don't know. I linked it. I mean, we close our eyes and then this lady's going to ask us and then we're going to point out if that was her or that was me. But I kind of feel like I got everything in ace, but she's not agreeing with it. But that's going to be another story. But other than that, Mom, aside from me, the kids, I mean, you're an amazing person, but channeling that prior to us, meeting, prior to you being a mom, give me one person at least that, influenced you to who you are right now. Because I feel like it's kind of easy and it's obvious because it's 15 years is a long time. Definitely there's going to be an influence from me because we are 1, but definitely in 1, she probably 8 and I'll be 2 out of 10. But prior to us meeting, you know, person, teacher, classmate.
I actually can think one. Can you believe that? I cannot think of any one single person that has that much huge impact. Besides, of course, God. But,
Right.
It's a collective of experience and people throughout. Okay. I can't think of any one single person that would have made that huge impact in my life.
Right. I call this half victory to me, because every time I have an audience and they got like hold back and, you know, stuttered in their thinking, especially people that doesn't know the questions, you know, that's good stuff.
I don't think it's fair though. Is it?
Well, in your caliber, I would say nothing is not fair. I mean, knowing you. So moving on. What's your all-time favorite song? Give it up. Give it up.
I like Angel, Sarah McLachlan.
Ooh. Can you give us like...
No.
I'll give it one. In the arms of an angel, far away from here, in this cold, blah, blah.
Dark hotel room.
There you go.
Yeah.
And the endlessness
that you feel.
See, I told you she can sing, man.
No, I cannot.
That was a verse. I mean, if you say it in your head, you cannot, then you're not.
You know what I just realized as we were talking?
What?
I feel like I sing better when I sing with you. Oh, that's honest.
Let me see that sound back.
Sequence activated.
You're going to hear the sound back. Wow. Stop, Mom. Now, if we made a movie together, what would be the title of that movie?
Oh, my.
Oh, here we go. I like this. Where's that thing? Look at this.
No, that's so random.
Like, I like to throw random things. I mean, you know, people are good in what they do, and I applaud you for that one, because if you ask me, I can break down things. She's really good. But this is my world. In my world, talk active.
Now, I want to ask you that question.
After you answer this question.
Let me think, because I can't really think of anything.
Okay.
So go ahead. What is the title of our movie?
Not just that, I got an answer to that already. If it was a movie and I will make that movie a song, I will title it To Become One.
What?
What's up? What's up?
That's what she said.
See? I didn't. There's no answer for that one. I mean, come on, Mom. To Become One.
No.
It's a love story.
Nobody will watch that.
Then that's them. That's going to be my movie. I really don't. You don't want to watch.
Become One?
You want to see.
And what the OST is. That To Become One
to
Spice.
Become One. A lot of the new generations doesn't know Spice Girls, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. They will know. They will know. Legends stays. And Spice Girls, one of a kind. You know what's not one of a kind? Not you giving an answer in this question.
Because I don't know. I don't know what title of movie this would be.
Okay, I got her. So there's no title for that movie. It's called Sound of Silent.
What about so random, like your question? Ang alamat ng sungka.
So,
That's what she said.
you gotta put sungka. Okay.
Because the sungka is just right there.
Okay, I'll take that. And when you play sungka, what's the most, you know, it's a competitive sport in the Philippines where you like a series of board and you put some seashells or stone, and then I'm pretty sure
You have
there's
to
like,
show them the board.
let me get that board.
So it's a little educational for people who don't know.
Okay.
But while he's getting that, I just want to say that he never wins any game against me. I don't know if it's love or it's just I'm that good. I can't tell.
Whatever. That's not true, guys. That's not true.
I always always win. Oh, wait, you have to ask your children.
Yeah.
Your children will.
They're not here right now, guys. They are in school. So thank you, Lord. But this is sungka right here. So it's a traditional, long-time Filipino game where you put your sets of marbles here. This is mine's. And that's hers on the other side.
This is my.
And then you can explain, Mom.
Oh, so this is my side, and
Right.
the opponent sits on the opposite side, and all these holes has you start with 7 each.
So you're going to drop it.
Every time you turn and drop one, you drop one in your bank.
Right. And then
And-
whenever you stop here, you grab it.
If there's some shells on where you stop, you keep going. You get everything and you keep going around and until you stop in an empty hole. And in case if you stop across from your opponent with a lot of shells, you get that, right? You get those shells.
So I believe this movie is like in a province setting.
It is.
And it's a very old...
Along
'cause,
the beach.
Yeah, there's no smartphone back then. So this is going to be, I believe when she gets mad, she can hit me with this. That's how I look at this movie, guys. So do not watch that movie. It is not that great. But Sungka is a legend, so we call in the Philippines, one of the pambansang game. No, it's not Sipak Takraw,
not.
right?
Yeah.
But it's a legendary game. It's
But we can make it. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
From now on, it is our pambansang palaro.
okay. Now,
Indoor.
I don't want to play a board game on Pambansa. I think Sipak Takraw is going to be the one, when you kick and all that stuff.
They're so good.
It's different level, guys. Now, question 7, Mom. What do you feel most grateful for in life? Most grateful.
There's so many things to be grateful for.
Just
All your
one.
questions are like so many things. I'm always grateful, even for
She's
this
so broad.
moment that we're here together. We have all these resources and time to do this. I'm so grateful for family, for love, for the presence of God in our lives,
Right.
for our home. There's so many things to be grateful for.
I'm with you.
I just can't.
Definitely agree with you.
I think your question is hard because you always want to ask me to single out one specific thing.
Not really. I mean,
Yeah.
what it stands out. See, this is how you differentiate how women is being wired and how men is wired. I got one direct question and I would like to hear one answer, but it doesn't fit in their wiring. They want multiple. It's just that difference. If I go to the mall, once again, a classic scenario, I want to buy Jordan 5, okay? I'm going to finish line and get it over with. Women? Not so much. They're going to go hop. It's the same Jordan 5 in other store. So
But
why?
it may be different price.
Jordans? No, sweetheart. They don't.
I mean, we're not buying Jordans all the times, but if you're shopping, then you want to make sure that you get the best deal.
Yeah, that's another example right there. It's just show the indifference there, but it's amazing and beautiful. Now, moving on. If you could have coffee with any historical figure, who would you choose?
I don't know. I want to have coffee with Steve Jobs.
Ooh,
From
that's
Steve
good.
Jobs to Marcus Aurelius.
You pick one. That's a good one. Steve Jobs. That's your final answer?
I want to go back.
Okay.
centuries. I want to talk to Tesla.
Oh,
Maybe.
Nikola Tesla. That would be good. If you got Tesla, I would
How did he come up with all those technology? Like,
I would pick the guy in GE. What's his name again? Nikola Tesla's rival? Edison. Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison is a beast. It's just that, the back and forth between them, but he did pioneer the things, the bulb. So Thomas Edison, GE, you're the man. But moving on, what is the most important lesson you've learned over your career? That's not a single out. You got your career. What's the most important lesson that you have learned by far?
Well, first is family first before that's how I learned it. Throughout my career, because you are dispensable all the time, you put your family first before any of those. That's what I learned actually in my career. And you always grow. You always learn.
Right.
The more you know, you feel like the less you know. You know, the more you learn.
Right. I know what you're saying. Yeah, you think you know everything, and then by the end of the day, it just snaps on you that,
That's what I learned in my career, because I've done a lot of things. Not as much as you did.
No, you did a lot. Not as much as I did, but we came in a different, cloth.
But you have so many specialties. I'm like one specific, like medicine and nursing.
No.
That's just one. I don't know how to fix a car. I don't know how to do this.
But in nursing, it's not just general nursing. This is surgery. This is palliative. This is, the administration that you're different right now. They are nursing, but they're different branches.
It is, but same concept.
Right.
You're taking care of people.
Yeah. But I still believe your field is much more crazy, and different sets of, like, maybe I would say program has to be instilled, because if I do a engine and if I remove some parts in there, I know exactly how it looks like, and then it's going to be almost the same as the other car. Them is different. So she has my point of view, and I think my point of view is theirs is somewhat more crazier. But agree to disagree. Anything you want to add on that one, though?
No.
Good. What occupation other than your own right now would you like to try?
Want to be a jewelry designer.
Oh, dang.
That's out of nowhere.
What are you gonna be a jewelry designer? Wakanda? What kind of jewelry are we?
I want to design homes, like an architect.
Engineers and architect, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's amazing because that dawned on me when we did our basement. I just put it on drawing and outline everything and how I want it laid out.
I was expecting a different answer, though.
And then when you see it come to life, it's just so amazing.
It's amazing.
From that drawing, and now it's like you can touch it. It's real.
That was 15 years, guys. That was...
What were you expecting?
News anchor?
Oh, that was my initial one. Before I was a nurse.
Right.
Before I went to nursing school, that's what my original pick is to do.
It's just amazing how life just directs you into a path and a direction. But
with the things that are going on in the news and that field of journalism, I don't want
God indeed put you in a more like crazier task that you can reach out and help to a lot more different people. And if I explain what palliative is, which I will not attempt, it is just in a different level, guys. But in Japanese word, I would say shinigami. That's all I can say. I can't. If you give me a salary like what she got in palliative, you can have that. Laito Sakuju, no. I can't. I
think it's a beautiful thing to have people choose how they want to get out of this world.
Indeed. Yeah.
And death is not something to be feared.
Yeah.
It's something to be celebrated, like your birth.
Right.
It's a cycle of life.
Amazing how she processed that in that manner, and I like it because it's different in my end. But
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Now that we're talking about it.
I know.
What's your thought about after death?
After death.
Just very random. Just pop.
Yeah, after death. Depending.
Is there a life?
Yeah, definitely. For me, there is a life after death. God is a architect or a engineer that no one can tap into. God gave us body. You are in the medical field. How the body works is the most greatest invention we've ever seen.
Highest technology.
And the way he programmed us and gave us a choice, if we do good or bad, then that's on you. It's on you. So I believe this is a battleground. This is a testing ground that we're trying to figure out in life. So to answer that long story short, yes, there is life after death, and that's what I believe.
Yep, I like that answer.
Oh, she likes it, guy.
I just want to add.
Okay.
Does anybody remember that their time in their mother's womb?
No, I don't.
No. But so there's a story I read about, it's a Buddhism book. So there's two twins. One twin inside the womb. They're talking. They're making a conversation. The other twin one, fetus one said, "Do you believe? Is there anything more after this?"
Right.
And the other baby said, "No, this is it, But what if we can eat it by our mouth and not need the umbilical cord? What if we can run in our feet?" And the other baby said, "No way, no way." And why would you say no way? Because nobody came back and told them that they can walk, that they can eat in their mouth. Nobody. Because when you're out and you're from the womb, you're out. Nobody goes back and tell them that there is life outside of where they are.
Right.
Right?
Definitely.
So that's how I realized there is something after this. We don't see it because nobody comes back. Nobody's able to tell us that there is.
Right.
But just like when we were in the womb of our mother,
right,
we didn't know. But when we out, then...
Well, random question, since you already throw that jab. Do you believe there's a higher intelligence or being outside humanity?
What? Absolutely.
Extraterrestrial?
Oh, okay, because outside humanity is God.
Right. Outside, not God. God is not going to be, we're not going to be able to tap that.
There are higher intelligence outside of Earth.
Yeah.
For sure, because we are just a speck. Our universe is just a small, because there's millions of other universes. I don't think that we are the only one existing in that vast,
spectrum of universe and Milky Way. Outside Milky Way, there's bigger Milky Way. Milky Way once. I like to drink some boba when I say Milky Way. I don't know, Madison.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know why we're still
saying
that there's no other life form besides the one on Earth.
It's just amazing talk with my other half, man. I would like to pick more of her brains, but it's a dangerous proposition. It's a blessing, and I don't want to be blessed too much. But we are closing in our ender segment here. Now, what are 3 books you'd recommend to our audience, and why? At least 3 books.
Let me go back to my library. I like the 7 Agreements.
7 Agreements, was that an audiobook?
Well, there's a book. There's an actual book for that. But I like to use the audiobook.
Right.
I don't have a lot of...
I hate reading, and she introduced me to audiobook. Godspeed. A few years later, I've written and narrated one audiobook. Check out Sigma Male Mentality, guys. I'll post a link in there. It's an amazing book. It's just, a practical way especially for male on bigger spectrum. Going back to him, I'm sorry to cut you off. What was the title of the first book?
I think the Seven Laws. It's written by, I think, Deepak Chopra, I think. Yeah, Deepak is in different level. I follow Deepak in Facebook. I like the books of Yuval Noah Harari. You have to listen to that. Sapiens is good. There's a lot of things I like. Who else? Eckhart. Eckhart is good. Eckhart Tolle. Yeah. That's amazing. I mean, all of the books that she read, she got more books than me because I tap into her account. So obviously, that's how you do it, boys. I mean, if there's a reader, bookworm, you can be a wormhole like me. But other than that, Mom, before we finish our amazing 15 years, episode 94 in Talk Active in the books, I'm so happy this happened.
I got a signature question, and you know that. In your own method, how would you share your practice of wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation?
And I want you to answer that question for me.
No, I cannot. This is for my audience.
You've always asked people. So let me ask the host. Answer the question.
I mean, I share it by one way of sharing my podcast. That's how I share it to the people. Like what we've discussed, universe is so vast and there's so much war. There's so much wrongdoings and schemes of political parties and people that got so much money. We can only contribute on what we got. What John has, Samuel cannot have. But what Samuel have, he can offer it as Samuel can only provide. So this is my one way of sharing to the universe, is sharing people like you, my guests, their life story. That is how I share my stoicism.
Okay, that's great. I like it. And the reason why you have that love of doing this podcast or the desire to do this kind of things is because God put that desire in your heart.
Right.
Because you have a role and this is your role to fulfill. Right. So I feel the same way. I resonate with your answer. How I do it is through everything that I do, my job. If I'm at work, that's my way of worship. I do my best. I treat my patients like I would my own family. And that's how I give back. I don't have to be a pastor or I don't have to go make a foundation to do really, to give back.
Right.
It's your littlest way through your work as a mother, try to be the best so you can produce better humans. As a wife, just make everything around you. You don't have to really explore the whole country like to be the president. Start in that on your own self. Even you don't even have to take your husband or your family with you if you can't yet. But just change yourself. Try to make the best decision with whatever the best information that you have at that time.
Right.
And have the purest of intention. If you do that, let's say one of our neighbor do that, and one of the person in Towson and one of the person in Tennessee, cumulatively around the world, that energy will produce a big impact.
It sounds like Sandman. It's amazing. The last episode. No, couple of last episode on Sandman. But thank you for having me as your guest. I'm sorry. Because she threw the question. I forgot. My bad, guys. My bad. You got a new host, guys, in Talk Active. Palliative care. But I'm just messing with you, Mom. I truly thank you for all this amazing time that you provided us and a chance to talk with you. And it's always amazing. Maybe one day I can pile all the answers of the guests, especially yours, on that question and Talk Active and just listen to it. And it's just amazing how people, give their insights, and it's just a blessing to receive that, and hope people can pick up things,
Hopefully, yeah.
Right?
I would be great and honored to be able to know that you've touched somebody.
Right. Definitely. But
someone.
Mom, thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Definitely. And
great
guys,
talk.
Great talk, babe. We're going to have our closer now. August 1929, in the span of 10 years, there was a big economic depression that is known as the Great Depression. There was a new president elected in the United States of America named Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Since it's the Great Economic Depression, panic was predominant in the air. Banks were failing, people were scared, no jobs, supplies are very limited. In his famous speech, President Roosevelt said, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Nameless, unreasoning, unjustified terror which paralyzes needed efforts to convert retreat into advance." 15 years of marriage and counting. 2 things I learned about marriage. First, there is no training in marriage. you would have to learn in the practicality itself. And second, do not fear itself because of the miseries it creates. The things we fear is nothing in comparison to the damage we do to ourselves and others when we unthinkingly scramble to avoid them. Thank you guys for watching. This is your main boy. Always remember, God is good all the time. Peace out.